What's up, guys? What's up? It's a really good song. It's a great song. Alright, what's up, everyone? How we doing tonight? I'm gonna actually let me play Customer Creed. Wait. Nope. Cemetery rates this shit very highly. And I do too. Alright, cool. Yep. What's up, everyone? There we go, just chatting. Hello. I look gray. I look sick. I look like I need... Oh, man. Okay. Oh, hang on. I gotta... Forgot about something. Yeah, we're playing Ace Attorney tonight. Okay, I gotta look this up real quick. There are a couple of things I wanted to cover. First, I need to watch this because I told my pops that I would. Wow. Okay.
In this video, I'm going to show you what the locations and stuff is.
It's an 11-minute video.
And the other side here. Set it to bulb, or also I'm not exactly sure the functionality there, what they're trying to do. Kind of defeats the purpose if you have to set it.
So this guy just
and
explains
with the remote. Same deal. Power button. I'm gonna long press, and it'll start up. So we're in channel 1 here. I think they're
the thing. Anyways, it's doing that thing where it drops. Yeah, it's gonna buffer, isn't it? It's dropping to like 0 bits per second occasionally, which is really annoying. I'm gonna keep an eye on it, see maybe if that'll change. No, you're not receiving enough. Viewing experience will buffer. I'm gonna blame Rogers, and then I'm gonna move on. I don't actually know if I can fix this, because the way YouTube does it is slightly different to how Twitch does it. God, that looks horrible. Oh my lord. The way YouTube does it is different to how Twitch does it. So I actually end up buffering, or the stream ends up buffering a lot more frequently. But I think, you know what, we're playing a visual novel. Yeah, it'll be fine. If it skips frames, it's fine. I think it'll be fine. I got a new little setup going, so we had like total subscribers and stuff. And this is my YouTube subscribers, not my whatever subscribers, Twitch subscribers. Wow, that's kind of loud. Wait, that's really loud. Hang on, I have to get it to full screen so that it'll actually... How do I... It's not picking it up. There we go. Okay. This is loud, right? The game is loud. I'm gonna turn it down a bit on here. So it's right there. Cool. So I wanted to mention before we get started, this looks really nice. That I've played the first Ace Attorney game a lot. I probably don't remember the solutions to a lot of the testimonies and stuff, but I have played a good I've played like the first game a good amount, so I probably won't be too much of a problem, and I might drop spoilers occasionally on the cases. However, 2 and 3 I'm not sure I've ever actually finished. 2 and 3 I'm not sure I've actually ever finished, so those will be like new. 2 I've played a bit through. 3 I've only played the first case, as far as I remember. So that's Ace Attorney, Justice for All, and Trials and Tribulations. I never realized that the first game is just called Phoenix Wright. I think that's why I always call it Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. And then there's the other one. Okay, cool. So we're just going to start with the first game, so I can get a refresher. It's episode 1, The First Turnabout. I remember there being like an exclusive episode that I couldn't get because it was DLC. We're gonna play the first turnabout. This is the tutorial case, essentially. Gasp, gasp. And if you're a fan of Ace Attorney or Phoenix Wright, you know, welcome, welcome. It's one of my favorite series, I think. Why me? I can't get caught. I guess it'd be like an ambiguous voice, not like this. Oh, no, wait, they tell you. I totally forgot that they tell you. We gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. Ah. I'll make it look like he did it. Alright, there it is. That's all the setup for the first case. There's been a murder. A murder. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Mia Fey. Wow, it's so weird seeing everything in like HD. Oh my god. I played this on the DS. No, I played it on the Wii. I played the first game on the Wii. Hi, Chief. Glad I made it on time. Well, I'd say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks. I didn't set the game. Want to add the game. $2001. Wow. Cool. Okay. There you go. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. The text is like really big too. I'm not used to seeing the text so big. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. It's one of the reasons I became an attorney. That's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. I'm not being too loud because the window's open and people are outside. I can hear them outside. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, oh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. It's Larry. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? I never noticed how light this is for, like, it is a murder trial. We're trying to solve a murder. And it's like a very light-hearted... The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. Does that mean Phoenix like 28 then? Wow. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. So we have the stage set. Phoenix Wright. Attorney at law. So we're at courtroom number 2. Oh, that's weird seeing his sprites like, it's kind of like painted in a way. Poop. Yes. Thank you, Crunchy. I wonder if I can do... Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Wait, is the bit rate dropping to 0? We're good, okay. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. Wait, we're dropping to 0 bit. When it drops to 0, okay, I don't like... But there's nothing I can do, because if I lower the bit rate, then there's not... Beep, 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 beep. There's nothing I can do. I wonder if I can drop it to 5,000 right now. Quality will drop a bit, but it might hold. No, I see a trick. Yeah, when it drops to 0 here, it's a bit different than what happens on Twitch. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. That would be Mr. Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. It said 0 bits. Can I do a window region? Can you just like... That is below the game. And I'm going to show you guys what... Gotta love Rogers, man. Good thing I kept the Rogers command. Pog you, we're gonna add... Okay, so this is what I see. So when it drops to 0, that's not good. And it does that whenever it feels like it. So I'm just gonna leave this over here. Yeah, I'll put it like over top myself or something. So if this drops to 0, I might just stop talking and wait. I don't really, whatever, man. So the victim's name. Ooh, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover so many times. It's Wade. Uh-oh. No. No way. I forgot I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? I mean, we're already, like, it's a little too late, right? We're at court. We're standing, we're at the fucking table and everything. You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab. Interesting, so it doesn't change in the middle of dialogue. It's RB for me. To check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? That would be... Cindy Stone. It doesn't mention her name here, but I think we can check here. Yeah, Cindy Stone. Oh my god. What is that hair? The reverse Widow's Peak. No. It's like a Widow's Peak, but it goes way lower. That's crazy. Sydney Stone, Your Honor. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? Blunt trauma to the head. She died because she was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court what that object was? The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. There we go, so we got the statue, that's the murder weapon. The Thinker. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Kind of weird that I'm telling you about computer keys. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Hashtag fuck Rogers. Is it gonna go back up? Okay. This is the witness testimony that we're about to go through. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. There's Larry Butts. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. The Spanish singer? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. Pain is nerd. Did you have to go switch YouTube accounts? Pain equals Arius? Yeah, that's facts. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one from the day before the murder. Yeah, Larry kind of got cooked. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport's been added into evidence. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the... It appears that she has several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. I didn't understand this at all as a kid. I'm just realizing now. I had no fucking clue what a sugar daddy was. That's funny. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you wanted to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Let's not wait and see what happens. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Well, that's not true. Did we prove that? Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. You know, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Thank you, Larry. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Cool. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. What do you think of that? Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Well, it's kind of relevant. He did go to her apartment. But I don't think we should stop him. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. That's crazy that he understood that. You gotta like add more to that though, Larry. It's crunchy brow. She wasn't home, man. So like, I didn't see her. Oh my god, Pain. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. Objection! This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Syatt to the stand. It's classic. I forgot that the Ace Attorney names are like puns usually. Mr. Syatt, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Syatt, you may proceed with your testimony. I think it's Syatt, yeah. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Here we go, first witness testimony. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked into inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. You. Hang on, actually, I should use that. Hang on, I gotta. Objection! Objection! Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Syatt used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. I hate when Payne gets cocky because he always does the thing where it's like... He does like the profile shot and he goes like... Oh, well, his eyes aren't closed. I don't know why I'm closing my eyes. It's because you can't see his. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes. Yes, Your Honor? You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. It's fucking idiot. Are you kidding me? Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Did she have a pose change there? Okay. Open the court record with tab, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Understood. Mia? I would say Maya, because... Alright, so we have to figure out... Oh, they changed what the health icon. Oh, actually, in the first game, it's just a meter you have. In the later games, I think it's 5 exclamation marks. So... Whoops. Oh, save scum? Fuck yeah! So, we can look at our evidence. Can I look at my profiles? So, power's out 6. Home from parents there that day. We ever revealed anything about the thinker? Ah, time of death. Here's the one. Time of death is 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. He said that it was at 1 p.m. The phone in our apartment was where you want to know about. Remember the time exactly? It was 1 p.m. Incorrect. Objection! Is that the hand he uses? No, right? You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. I need to... How's he do it? Just like, wait, what hand's holding it? Oh, but you can see my hand through it. We'll use that later. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that. Oh, we're, This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Ah, words to live by. Oh, wait! I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Here we go, baby. Time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Okay, well, we know there was a blackout during that time. Again, I've played the first game a few times. So I know, especially the first case, I definitely remember the solutions, but... Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Let's do it. Cross-examination, time of discovery. Alright, so... coming from television, yeah. There was a blackout, baby. From noon to 6 p.m. Suck it. Hold it right there. He says that when you press. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah! I don't know what to do. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Ah, wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Cross-examination number 3. I keep changing this guy's voice. Actually, I didn't hear the timer. I didn't hear the time. I saw it. Saw it. There was a clock. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. I think this is where it gets brought up that the thinker's a clock. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. I know, okay, it's afterwards. So, we know he's lying again. He did not go into the apartment. Oh, I love when the music picks up. I don't have evidence, I think I have to press. A table clock. Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. Alright, what's in here? The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? This is where it's discovered. Something's fishy here. I think I have to just keep going. Now find the contradiction. Never mind. Actually, you know what? I think I have to present that the thinker. Because then we're like, this isn't a fucking clock. And then they're like, it is a clock. And then we're like, oh. Okay, well, it's still wrong. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was a statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? With your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Solid. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes. He would have had to been inside the apartment. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction! It's fucking awesome. I fucking love things right. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with this clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Get him, Phoenix. Kick his ass. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawid, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon just spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Oh! Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He kills her, and he should burn. Give him death. I have to drink. Okay, I might have to stop doing the voices. Woo, it's tough. That's tough. Maybe I should get some tea when I do fucking visual novels. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawid heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock, now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Oh, he does that later. Damn, that's like my favorite part. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawid heard and its actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawid, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha. Ha ha. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I gonna prove that? Damn it! I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Ugh, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Come on, Phoenix. They change his hair later, right? Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Chief. Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Oh, yes, we can, Phoenix. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. That doesn't mean you figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Absolutely. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright? You say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see the evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. She was in Paris. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when he struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Fucking got him. Fuck. Oh, is my soundboard off? Damn it. I was doing the clapping. Order, I say. Let's try and do the clapping. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Woo! The confetti. Imagine that happened in real life. Yeah, he's not guilty. Yeah, woo! And with that, the court is adjourned. Thank you, Judge. Miss Apollo. Turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman and checked and see when people were out of the house. That day. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 2. Oof. Still can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. Yep. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen trying on such a satisfying note. I've never seen a chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy, Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. Present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I mean, one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool, man. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Squeeze me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing. Really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? What the fuck is she talking about? I don't know if I've ever presented the wrong evidence here. But I'm gonna do the right thing anyways. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump toy. Huh? What about the clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. It's hard to talk, dude. So many lines, right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. Yeah, this line actually... This line sets up like the rest of the series fucking amazingly. This is such a good line for the series. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of the reason you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part, at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Maya. Or Mia, fuck. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell Chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Case 1 over. We did it. I'll start the next case. I don't think I can finish it. Oops. Oh, it just fucking booted it in. Are you serious? I don't think I'll be able to finish it. within a reasonable time. But I'm gonna start the Turnabout Sisters. This is where we get to meet Maya too. This is the real case. This is where things start to go crazy. Hello, this is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. Finally getting used to having my own place. It's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about an upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock. Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. Thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working. That's lame. I take the clockwork out. Sorry. Put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. The burger joint. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. This is a long intro. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep. I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Fay & Co. Law Offices. I haven't heard it called that in a long time. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you're a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the Thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Ho ho. You are not, cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho ho. My dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry. But I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. Oh, it does reveal it's him immediately. I forgot. I thought that one was kept secret until a while. Red, white, blue. Red, white, blue. I don't remember what that is. 7/5, 9:08 p.m. Fay & Co. Law Offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh, that's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Can you smell blood? How strongly of a smell does blood have? Mia. Maybe she's in her office. Oh yeah, that's where we get to learn. If you fuck around and try to inspect things, Phoenix will be like, what the fuck are you doing? I smell blood and that can't be good. I check and see if Mia, the chief's okay. Yeah, alright, let's go. I'm gonna lose my voice if I keep doing voices, so I'm just gonna do my voice. That smell blood. Okay, it doesn't mean I have to take away intonation though. I'm actually losing my voice. Oh my god, tough on me. It's a lot of reading. Oh man, okay. I think I'm a bit better. Sis. Someone's there. Aw. Chief? Chief. Chief. I imagine it's like Snake. Man, I don't like seeing Maya cry. I haven't seen this scene in a very long time. Who are you? Strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Time to examine the crime scene. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally she was cold. Blanket won't work. It's not thick enough. Chief. Alright. So we can check out the Thinker. That's a good idea. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon. Again. Okay. We can examine her. Chief. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here. She was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The Thinker, lying next to her, must have been the murder weapon. Thinker added to court record. There's some glass shards near the chief's body. Sorry, I realized I was whispering. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. That was not there. That was not there, right? The Maya underneath the... That wasn't there, right? No, that wasn't there. Yeah, okay. I just checked the stream. Yeah, that was not there. Okay, I thought I was fucking stupid. Alright, I thought for a second, dude, I thought I was stupid as shit because I didn't see it. Piece of paper. Must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? Oh, it fell out of her hand, that's why. So this... I forget, I think people talk about... I think later on we're gonna find out that it's believed that the lamp is a murder weapon at one point. And we disprove it because the glass is under her. Right, I'd better call the police. No, wait, I wasn't... That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone's halfway through taking it apart. Police. Please come quick. What was that? Someone screamed from outside the window. Oh, right, she calls it. What's her name again? I don't remember her name. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Alright. We'll just ignore her. We have other things to do. A word is written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. Receipt added. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police. Find out what that girl was doing here. Can I not look out the window? Gateway Hotel. I'm not sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's nothing else. Okay. The police should already be on their way. That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh. Hope she didn't run on me. Yeeps! Don't scare me like that, but he's thinking that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya Fey. Maya Fey. Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? Never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Okay. Let's talk to Maya. What happened? She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? I came in. The room was dark, and sis, she was already dead. So you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here, visiting? This late at night? Yes, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Well, we also discussed the fact that we were going out for dinner, right? You were invited, that's literally why you're here. Evidence? Yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker. Okay, so we got a little bit more of that. She won't know that Mr. White took the thinker. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. But that's my name. Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Uh-oh. Now I've done it. Yeah, well, we needed to progress the story. I don't like doing it. The police. Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! Hey, it's Gumshoe! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. I don't think I can do his voice very long, but... We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you two moving an inch, okay? Okay, great, just great. Maya, wait. She wouldn't have... Nah. Whoa! Excuse me. Does the word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. This isn't what I imagined going through my head, actually. Killer? Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? I forgot Gumshoe was so early on. Mia's younger sister Maya was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Ah, the detention center. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh. It's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Of course. Sorry, not a chance. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of my sight. Is this the first time we're fighting Edgeworth? I think it is. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up. Really? Whoa, did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What's wrong? You don't think I can do it? No, no one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office. You looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought... It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha. So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. That's right, Ace Attorney, baby! One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. Or 3 more games! That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Ah, thank you, Chief. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia, fuck. I know. Oh, we can examine the cop in the background. Scarred monitors visitors at room. He hasn't moved an inch. Real pro, this guy. Smile for the camera. Yeah, I don't think there's really anything else we can do there. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Yeah, the Magatama becomes way more relevant in later games, but... Acolytes, like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. Spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see, that morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold onto a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence. Yes, that clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in the case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. Boom. Evidence! So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right, except they took her cell phone. Oh. I just remembered, that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. Dick Gumshoe, that's my guy. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Maya's memo. This one got updated? Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see, that morning I got a call from my sister. Right. That's Thinker Clock. Practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9 p.m. Or 9 o'clock. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Ah. Same. We... vampires. Then I found her, my sister. Can you smell blood? Actually, can you smell blood? I don't think I've ever smelled blood. I don't ever remember walking into a room being... It's blood. I don't remember ever fucking... in my life. I walked into rooms and smelled like a bunch of other stuff. Lack of oxygen. I don't know. Like, it's just blood doesn't come to my mind. That's all I need to hear for now. So you're an acolyte. You're medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. I mean, I remember that. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too. Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium? With ESP and all that? Yes. In training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? We can just ask who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. Thought that would be too easy. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. Oh, this fucking guy. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Alright, so we have to go talk to... I forget his name. Starts with a G. Grosberg, that's it, yeah. Ah, this motherfucker. Number 6, Grosberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everyone when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention running an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Table for clients. An elegant ebony case, if I'm not mistaken. That lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Yeah, there's nothing really in here that we can do. I just like explore. Expensive looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. Alright, we gotta leave. I meant to go to the detention center. Filled with police officers. I know, Gumshoe. We'll run into Gumshoe there. Hey, you there. This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Well, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Ah, guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right, and you were... Detective... like, Swede Shoes? Yeah. Gumtree? Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. I'm gonna go back. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. Oh, Gumshoe. You're here, you're a lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you'd better do it quick. Ooh, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? Want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Time of death, 9 p.m. Okay, so this isn't really relevant. The time of death is like the most relevant thing here. But, yeah, blunt trauma, death was instantaneous. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Why do you know him? But I want to see what happens if I say no. Never heard of him. Whoa, and you call yourself a lawyer, pal. About 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. Everyone says he's a genius. Surprised you didn't know him. Of course I know him, I was just playing dumb. He's a cold, heartless machine who'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. There are rumors of back-alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. I'm gonna need to present the thing so we can get the cell phone. I was wondering, did you see Maya's Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Oh, he's on to me. Where's the evidence? Yeah, yeah, I think I can tell this straight. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Okay, sorry, game. Something the matter? Oh no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it. Like your boyfriend's. Cell phone holds all little girls' sweetest and spiciest secrets. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here. You can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. Seemed you didn't notice the recorded conversation. Alright, easy. Thank you, Gumshoe. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes. Thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyery ways, pal. Yeah, her. I forget her name. Amy? I don't know. Couldn't think of it. I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May, that's it. Did I say Amy? I guess it's kind of like Amy. April May. Sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already then? Ah, you're trying your lawyer tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try and get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Alright, let's get moving. So we're heading over to the Gatewater Hotel. Ah, that looks suspicious. Room 303. Hello, April. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Teehee. Memo to self. Thanks Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Ooh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of this beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Yep, that's gonna be us. Screwdriver. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. Wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey, hey. What are you doing? No touching. Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. Wonder what could be inside the drawer. It's clearly a screwdriver, right? What else could it be? Anyway, I just can't get anything out of her like that. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Ooh, observe. Incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Could you just... Who exactly are you? Ooh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No, hey, I'm just doing my job here. You know you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. You had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. And there's nothing else we can really do there. Alright, I can check the log here. Yeah. How to possibly give you information in good conscience. I don't think anything we present to her here actually returns anything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're just supposed to leave at this point. We don't get anything out of her, and we can't check out anything in the room. Select Grossberg, still out. Oh, here it comes. That wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Aha! So you're the one that say has been looking for me. Yes, it's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy. And how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why that strange reaction? Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. It's complete opposite of what he said earlier. Size. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry. End of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Mr. Grossberg, please. How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me why we won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just I'm busy, you see. I'm the mayor, after all. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyways. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? I mean, we can talk to him. Whatever, I'll talk to him. That's quite a painting. Ah, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. I'm not buying. Jeez. How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission. You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion, never looked back, that one. Yeah, there's nothing else. Yeah. And I think Maya's gone for the day. Oh, no, okay, she's still here. 3:42. 20 minutes left. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well... What do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? Oh, I see. I've been abandoned then. Oh, come on, Maya. What about... we already asked this question. I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is. Don't know, so she could still be alive? The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined. After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer and she left the mountain. So you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Wait, that's not true. Do they change the canon later? Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. Feel bad for her all by herself up on that mountain. So who was this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it apparently. The police were running out of leads and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try and contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White. That was his name. My sister told me. White? Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? We defend Maya, ho! I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. That's not how it works. Why? Why? Well... I can't abandon you? I don't know. I guess, like, more, you're not the culprit. No one's as sad as a person without any friends. I know. I've been there. A long time ago. Yes, the lunchbox. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. It's so kind of you. And she starts crying. Well, let's fight this thing. Let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Ooh. She smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. And I trust you, so you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So what next? Something has been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? Is it when I try to look into the drawer that she got all defensive? There has to be something in there. Alright, so we're Maya's lawyer. Actually, we get good dialogue, I think, when we present that, right? No. Some characters will have like dialogue for when you present your badge. Yeah, I got your cell phone back. Oh, say. Can I listen to my sister's voice? Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long tears. Gotta go prepare for trial. Looks like Detective Gumshoe has gone home. The police are still keeping themselves busy in the chief's office. No one has time to talk to me. Guess I'll head out. I guess we go back to April's, bellboy. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment. At your service, sir. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. I almost forgot. Yeah, you came back quick. Might I ask you... Oh, right, sure. Mr. White, a blue core? Where have I heard that name? Whites. That was his name. Why was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother? Could it be a coincidence? Alright, well, let's move quickly and find the wiretap. There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Nice. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this. I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean... You know what I mean. Oh, Bellboy is still there. Uh-oh, time to scram. Look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. Got him. That would be a good jump-off point, but I really want to get to court. I kind of want to finish around 10. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Well, how's Edgeworth? You better not show any signs of weakness today, or you'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. God, it's so... Can't voice all of them. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. I'm just gonna... Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map over the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker, found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. And now, Detective... Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene of the crime, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Here we go. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? Couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in her witness's testimony, you press, baby, you press! She would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Should have expected Maya would notice some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? Why did I say it like that? No, Your Honor, I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Here we go, my phase arrest. So basically we just press everything. Who did you say you got the call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb, you know who. Calls from a customer at the Gay Water Hotel, right across from the scene of the crime. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right, please continue. Okay, this is all true. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? Actually, I should move my camera. I'll put it right here. If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence. She did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough. Detective Gumshoe, do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess Preston can have its advantages. Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, I'm blocking the evidence now. Whatever. It's fine. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results show it was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote, "How you like that? That's my hard evidence." Gotta wait for this to come back up. Wow, it's really staying down, isn't it? There you go. Cool. Okay. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor, why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. I got trading cards. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. I'm losing it. Let's find it. I'm gonna go for higher pitch because it's not as hard on my voice. No, I'm losing it. I'm actually losing it. Oh fuck. How do you massage? You massage your throat? What is it? Ah, there it is. Okay, I actually forgot about this one. Death was instantaneous. She couldn't have written it. Before she died. What's the one? Objection! Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Mia Fey. That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course you wrote it. Who else could have? Yeah, as a kid, I was always so confused when he did that, because he does like... Oh my god. He doesn't like shake his head, he like fucking rolls. He rolls his neck. You have it backwards, detective. Backwards. The victim is the one who is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. Ding, 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 ding. Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Thank you. Yes. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? So where they're like, it's outdated. When? It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way. Your Honor. Hang on a second. It's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. Should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you looked shocked. Something you want to say? Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that. Eh? I'm sorry, sir. You were at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. Yeah, Edgeworth, Gumshoe's on Edgeworth's payroll. But... Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. The new updated autopsy. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. I don't think the judge calls the witness, right? Exactly what part of her is innocent? I think that's what it says. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service, Wink. I said wink out loud. Order, an introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like, in my hotel room? I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices? That's right, big boy. Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking live that down. Oh god. Please testify to the court about what you saw. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman like dodged to one side and ran away. Did I miss a text lesson? But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Okay. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. Ah, now hang on a second. That's not possible that you would have seen that. The end, that's all I saw, every little bitsy witsy. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Oh, wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia's Faye's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults and perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Okay, we know that she couldn't have seen me slumped from the window. Okay. So I think... Wait, where's her testimony on? Oh, it just ends there. Okay. Was it 9 p.m.? It doesn't mention time of day. Why did you do that? Why? Like, why what? Why'd you look at the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. That's sort of, you know. I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Nah, I don't think there's anything here we can really press on. Looked out the window, what did you see next? Right, this one seems... Okay. She dodged. Dodge what? Well, the attack. Please continue with your testimony. That was it? How did you know it was my client? Huh? Well, gee. First of all, she had a girl's physique. And secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? She has a point. The lights were off, right? Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... That's an interesting question, actually. Whether what she saw nothing, or she's just lying. We know she's lying, but the question is whether or not she actually saw something. I know stuff from the later part of the game, which is relevant here. But I don't want to, like, account for that. I think she saw nothing, because it was dark, right? Did you really see the defendants at all? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay, if you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Oh yeah, because it's like baggy, right? No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm not an expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But still, we don't know if she was dressed that way on the night of the murder. No, that's wrong. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Rawr, what are you trying to say? You mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. That statue-y clock, the thinker, I think? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? She knew it was a clock, but that's irrelevant because of the case the other day. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Except this time it's not a clock. I think we can press her on that. Can I take a look at the... Dodge to the right. Should have missed everything, right? Is that right as in your right, as you looked from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right, it was my right hand, right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. Clock. Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. Yeah, the fact that she knew it was a clock. The previous testimony must have been what Edgeworth wanted her to say. Okay. It's a statue this time. I don't know. I actually might lose a bit of life on this one. You can't see it because I'm blocking it, but... Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer. You just said that this statue of the Thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called us a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order, order. Miss May, can you explain how you knew this was a clock? Oh, they used the excuse that it was like highly publicized. Excuse me. The witness saw the murder with their own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I have caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Oof, that was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would have been over. Oh, what? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because... I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. Ah, now we know that's wrong. So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co. No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Fay & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. Can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Ah, right, he took the papers. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It's as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat. Well, Miss May? Tisk tisk. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there's no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright? Can you prove when the clockwork was removed? This isn't on Wright, right? Like, he doesn't have to prove when the clockwork was removed. Edgeworth has to prove that, right? Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof. We do, we had a cell phone call. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening, and now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence... Ooh, you have a girly phone. Well, wait, this isn't my cell phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Gotta speak with conviction. Order. The defendant's cell phone, this wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. We've already read this. So it's telling you the clock's not working, because she had a call, and then it gives the date. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Except, Larry made it. That makes sense. Does the defense have any objections, Your Honor? Yes. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce as evidence that will prove the witness had not seen this clock before. It's made by Larry. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible, everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Fucking tell him, Phoenix. Oh? Excuse is not on sale today. Ooh, oh ho ho. This is where they go psycho. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law and the witness will remain calm. Oh, silly me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Teehee. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... I can say it now. Alright. That's gonna be it. Gonna have to end it there. I mean, we don't have to, but I will. So. Okay, so that's where we're ending it for tonight, everyone. Turnabout Sisters. We're in the middle of questioning Miss May about the clock and the reason that she knew the weapon was a clock. And that's because... I think we're supposed to answer you held it. I'm not actually sure, to be honest. It's been a long while. But regardless, take that. Objection. Objection, Your Honor. It's really difficult. Anyways, that's gonna be it for tonight, everyone. I hope you guys enjoy the stream, and I hope you guys enjoy our enjoying the move to YouTube or anything like that. I know it's a little bit different. People need to switch accounts and shit all the time, but hopefully it's cooler. With my move to YouTube, I'm also gonna be putting out more content on the YouTube so that it actually grows. So there's that. And I think that's pretty much all I want to cover. If you want to, I am not signed in. Perfect. So if you want, I have stream on soon. It's going to take a second, but making a fighting game actually, a 2D indie air dasher with a couple of friends of mine. If you want to join the Discord, you can go ahead and join the Discord. That's being linked right now by Stream Elements Bot. Feel free to join. I'm working hard on it right now, and though I can't say anything more than that, it's going along pretty well. So hopefully you're excited for that. As well, you can feel free to join my Discord, which I'll do your Discord. That's where I post announcements and stuff, and assuming it gets bigger at some point, I'll actually do stuff in there. But feel free to join. That's perfectly fine. If you want to follow me on Twitter, that's @manofthespiral on Twitter. And that's pretty much everything I want to cover. Be back on Sunday, 2:30 p.m. to catch the ending of Turnabout Sisters. We're going to finish on Sunday. And I think that's pretty much all I want to cover. So thanks so much, everyone, for tuning in. I really appreciate it, especially if you come from my Twitch and coming over to YouTube to watch and support me, because it's a big change. Although I didn't have like a big following or anything on Twitch to begin with, still it's a big change, and I appreciate everyone who was able to make the switch with me, because it means a lot. And I'll probably be saying this for the next 2 weeks or something. So anyways, thank you so much for everyone for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, I'll be back Sunday, 2:30 p.m. EST. I'll see you guys then for more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Good night.